Hello and welcome to Dhey IAS. The recent operation Tufan al-Aqsa has ignited a new chapter in the long-standing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. As the situation unfolds, it draws parallels with historical events, notably the Yom Kippur War in the 1973, yet the outcomes remain uncertain. In this analysis, we'll delve into the potential consequences of this conflict on the West Asian region. The Israel-Palestine conflict roots to the late 19th century. In 1947, the United Nations adopted Resolution 181, known as the Partition Plan, which aimed to divide the British Mandate of Palestine into Arab and Jewish states. In May 1948, the State of Israel was created, sparking First Arab-Israeli War, leading to Israel's victory, but displacing many Palestinians and dividing the territory into State of Israel, the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Subsequently, in 1967, Israel occupied East Jerusalem and the West Bank, marking a significant shift in the territorial control. Over the years, Israel's occupation of Palestine land evolved, with the West Bank remaining occupied and the Gaza, although evacuated by Israeli settlements, still regarded as occupied territory by the UN. Now, from the military perspective, Israel doesn't face any existential threat in this conflict. It is expected to prevail against Hamas, which lacks the resources for a sustained campaign. However, Israel's response may include a ground incursion into Gaza to restore morale and re-establish strategic asymmetry. Nevertheless, this experience could prompt Israel to reconsider its strategic doctrines, especially given recent intelligence failures and an over-reliance on the high-tech missile defense system and AI. The audaciousness of Tufan al-Aqsa has created social media icons, potentially revitalizing the military options and bolstering the stand of non-state Arab militias such as Hamas, Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah, Al-Houthis, Islamic State, various avatars of Al-Qaeda and the Al-Shabaab. Depending on the conflict's endgame, these groups could gain further prominence, complicating regional dynamics. The conflict is likely to remain geographically confined. Hamas and Islamic Jihad have limited allies, with the Palestinian Authority divided between West Bank controlled by Al-Fatah and Gaza administered by Hamas, resulting in credibility issues of the former. As Hamas and Islamic Jihad expand their influence in the West Bank, Israel's response has intensified. Regionally, the support for Hamas is restricted. Egypt, Gaza's only Arab neighbor, has strained relations with Hamas due to past associations with the Muslim Brotherhood. Gulf monarchies except Qatar disapprove of Hamas, and Turkey's support is limited due to economic constraints and efforts to mend relations with Israel and the Gulf states. Iran, however, has supported Hamas for a long time and may continue to do so. Now let's evaluate the strategy of Israel. This attack compels Israel to assess its military strategy fundamentally. Hamas, with its meticulous planning, is well aware of what to expect from Israel. As retaliatory strikes begin, Hamas calls upon Palestinians and other Arab states to join the struggle to remove the Israeli occupation. Israel's response involves deploying an substantial amount of troops, with the concern that multiple fronts may open up. Engaging in the ground operations in Gaza may be necessary but entails navigating the challenging terrain of the urban warfare, where Hamas fighters can blend in with the civilian population, which is an adverse situation for the IDF that it sought to avoid. On the global level, this situation has significant implications. Hamas, through its audacious attacks, aims to position itself not only as the primary mediator of the Israel-Palestine issue, but also a disruptor of the emerging US strategy in the region. The Biden administration has been advocating for reconciliation with Saudi Arabia and Israel, potentially involving security guarantees and civil nuclear technology from Riyadh. This pact, if realized, would have marginalized Iran and the Hamas. However, the recent terror assault on Israel has derailed this plan. As Israel responds to Hamas and other terror groups, Saudi Arabia may hesitate to normalize relations, at least in the near term, due to potential public backlash. Other signatories of the Abraham Accord might prioritize economic gains over politics, while Iran could feel emboldened. While India is not directly affected by Tufan al-Aqsa, it may experience collateral damage in form of rising oil prices, impact on its diaspora, and the potential disruptions to economic projects such as IMEEC, the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor. Conversely, it could position India as a stable and attractive destination for foreign investments insulated from the regional turmoil. This situation imparts crucial lessons for nations like India grappling with terrorism. As major powers focus on their struggles, the threats from the non-state actors supported by states such as Iran and Pakistan continues to grow. Technological advancements are leveling the playing fields for these non-state actors, highlighting the need for unconventional thinking by security agencies to stay ahead from their opponents. The outcome of Tufan al-Aqsa remains uncertain, but its implication on the West Asian geostrategic dynamics are profound. While Israel's military might is unquestionable, this recent attack reveals the vulnerabilities persistently in a state of preparedness for conflict. If the ultimate aim of every conflict is to achieve political objectives, it may be the time for Israel to not only consider its military strategy but also redefine political goals it aims to attain through the use of force. As situation unfolds, the world watches with a bated breath, aware that the ramifications of Tufan al-Aqsa could reshape the political landscape of the region and influence global relations in unforeseen ways. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. If you found this video insightful, do not forget to like, share and subscribe for more such engaging content. Till then, stay informed, stay curious.